So we're here to check out a brand new game. This time we're checking out Agatha Christie's The ABC Murders. We played a couple Agatha Christie games before, so let's jump on into this one and keep going.
Some post for you, Poirot.
Mr. Hercule Poirot, you fancy yourself, don't you, at solving mysteries that are too difficult for our poor thick-head British police? Let us see, Mr. Clever Poirot, just how clever you can be. Perhaps you'll find this nut too hard to crack. Look out for Andover on the 21st of the month. Yours extra, A, B, C.
Oh, it's some sort of joke.
Maybe, but please remind me to inform Chief Inspector Japp.
It's here, Poirot. The murder took place in this street. Grim place indeed.
Tout à fait, Hastings. The streets of Andover are in a terrible state.
Look, there's Chief Inspector Japp. He's talking with a policeman.
Let us try not to get our shoes wet.
Don't dilly-dally, Poirot. Japp will be waiting for us.
Dash! A puddle. How clumsy.
Over here, it's Hastings and Poirot. You missed the 9 o'clock train?
We took the 10:30. Luckily, the service is good to Andover.
So, Chief Inspector, what do we have?
The victim is called Alice Asher. She owned this tobacco shop. She was killed yesterday with a blow to the back of the head.
At what time?
Let me just check. Poirot, my friend, give me a minute to find the damn notebook.
Is Japp being too relaxed? Let us find the clues that prove it.
Indeed, Poirot. We were used to seeing you judge people with more discretion. Poirot, my friend, give me a minute to find...
Is Jap being too relaxed? Let us find the clues that prove it. Jap is in a good mood. I bet he thinks he's already caught the culprit.
The last customer to see Mrs. Asher alive left her shop at 5:30. The body was found at around 11 in the evening by an officer doing his rounds. The shop door was open. That's what alerted him.
Had anything been taken?
A little tobacco maybe, but you'd hardly murder for a few smokes. There's nothing of any real value in the shop.
What type of woman was Mrs. Asher?
In her 50s, married but separated, no children.
Her husband?
Aha, Franz Asher, the husband. Alcoholic and violent. It's said that he regularly insulted his wife and threatened to kill her.
A little too easy, don't you think?
You like complications, don't you? Well, this time you may be disappointed.
Peut-être. May I examine the crime scene?
Of course, old chap.
I'll be with you in a minute, Poirot.
It's not just any railway guide. It's an ABC. It's open at the letter A. There are no prints on the book. Red liquid is oozing out. Is it blood? No, it's just some strawberries that are losing their juice. They probably come from the fruit and vegetable shop opposite. It's not just any railway guide. This poor woman's head is resting in a very even-shaped pool of blood. She has a packet of placed cigarette next to her hand. Did she drop it when she fell? The body is hidden by the counter and is not visible from the tobacco shop door. Many customers must have thought that Mrs. Asher had popped out. I can't see any other mark on the floor. She just has one wound on the back of the head. There are no other wounds or signs of a struggle. The counter is covered with fingerprints all on top of one another. Unfortunately, it will not be possible to use them. There are cigarette packets in a mess on the shelf. The door is locked. The door is locked. The body is hidden by the counter and is not visible from the tobacco shop's door. Many customers... The place is unusually tidy for a crime scene. This fruit and vegetable shop has a front row seat. Therefore, an employee might have noticed something. This fruit and vegetable shop has a front row seat. Therefore, an employee... Dash! A puddle. How clumsy. This place is run down. The door is locked. There are cigarette packets in a mess on the shelf. The till does not appear to have been touched. I have to check that nothing is missing from it. Something is preventing the drawer from opening. It would be best to examine the rest of the till. It is blocked by something. Something is preventing the drawer from opening. Ah, a mechanism has just made a fan click. The till is full of money, but there is something strange. Something is hidden underneath. Something is hidden underneath. Something is hidden underneath. I need to find the code. 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 Something is hidden underneath. Something is hidden underneath. I need to find the code.
Gotcha. Okay, so there's a 5 there, an 8 there, and there's a 2 in there. So all of the 5 allow me to keep doing it. It's a red herring. So it's 8, 5, 2.
This must be the key to the back of the shop.
The resolution of the last clues I need.
The door is locked. The door is locked. The door is locked.
Take the key.
I've finished with this subject.
There we go.
What a strange box. It looks like you have to slide the slats of wood to open it. It is blocked. It is blocked.
That's one way to do it.
This button appears to activate the mechanism. That should do it.
What a weird way to keep your valuables.
Who is this young woman? To my dear Aunt Alice, Mary Drower.
Have you found anything?
The victim has a niece. We must find her. This interior is very simple. Blood. Did Alice Asher suffer from nosebleeds? An inscription in German. Souvenir of our honeymoon in the Black Forest. To my Alice forever, Franz Asher. The Ashers were a lovely couple when they were young.
puzzles.
It is blocked. Such a pretty decoration should be at the center of the motif to respect the symmetry. The wooden flower is preventing the circle from turning. I heard a faint sound as if something was unlocked.
It was not faint.
It is blocked. 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 This interior is very simple. Mrs. Asher lived very simply. Such a pretty decoration should be at the center of the... I heard a faint sound as if something...
Okay.
Medicine. From Mr. Adam Flint, Royal Bank, Eastfield Road, Andover, to Mrs. Alice Asher, 5 Bishops Road, Andover. Dear Mrs. Asher, further to your request of 12 February 1935, I have informed my superiors of your wish to apply for a loan to acquire the lease of the shop you rent from Mr. Fairfax. Despite the seriousness of your case, I regret to inform you that your request has been denied. The amount of your personal contribution, £11, Mrs. Asher's meager savings were not enough for her to own the tobacco shop, but will largely cover her funeral costs. Medicine. Laudanum-based cough medicine, Mrs. Asher, and Dover Morley Laboratory, London. It's strange to find such an elaborate medicine from a leading London laboratory in the home of such a modest woman. The motive is definitely not financial gain. There is no sign of a struggle, and the till has not been forced or emptied. She just has one wound on the back of the head. There are no other wounds or signs of a struggle. Dash! A puddle! How clumsy!
So I looked it up, and time is supposed to pass, and it hasn't happened yet. So the shopkeeper hasn't returned. So I'm kind of in a stall waiting for that to happen. But I definitely feel like we've kind of covered this. I don't think there's anything else I can do at this point.
The place is unusually
Oh.
tidy for a crime scene.
So I did this already, but apparently the fact that it didn't just back that it let actually consider itself as completed that caused that issue.
Nothing suggests any sign of a fight.
That explains that.
So, Poirot, any news?
So, an ABC guide with no fingerprints but prints all over the...
Normally, the tobacco shop does not...
Exact. Mon ami, could you have a word with the neighbors?
Of course, my friend, I'll do it straight away.
I think I've looked everywhere here. Let us see if I can find any... The murderer deliberately left behind this ABC as a signature. The absence of fingerprints and the fact that it is open at letter A for Andover leaves little doubt.
I think at that point, though, I'll leave it here. A little frustration. Just gotta make sure, I guess, just wait after you finish the things, or else it won't count them as finished. But luckily, you can always just go back and have Poirot redo it for you with the help icon. If you get stuck with the system not realizing you did something. Still, it's pretty fun. It does pick up in the story of the ABC murders from Agatha Christie. So if you are a fan of that, you'll definitely probably be a fan of this too. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.